right? So if we go back to chunk, we now have 10. 45 experience chunks, 33, 34 zombie chunks. So we're good. What's up, people? I'm Xogue, back on SkyFactory 3. And there's a couple things I want to mention before we get on with today's stuff. Check this out. Check this out. Ba, ba, ba. It's working! First of all, thank you to Bing Bong Poodle down there in the comments. Yes, that is the name that is on the account. It's kind of funny. I think it's awesome, actually. But, Bing Bong Poodle, you told me, I think you might need to attach the wire directly to the lantern. Brilliant! I didn't even try it. I don't know why. And in the wiki, it even says that this guy right here, or that the lantern can act as an LV wire connector. I didn't even think about, hey, maybe that means you connect a wire straight to it. I'm not sure. But hey, what do you know? He was right. It worked. We're going to put this here. We're going to end up taking some snow and just kind of covering it up and blah, 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 blah. We'll have that hidden. But also, I do want to make a shout out to Cable D and Matt L. Both of them suggested something else. The Mega Torch. Like a Magnum Torch, stops mob spawns in a 64 block radius. Now, this one would be a lot harder to mess with. Okay, because it's got a bigger range than the 32 by 32. And if we take a look here, what I did is I brought this guy right to this block. And this is just so when I go up top, I had my line here for what I'm about to tell you I did next. Yeah, so I brought this all the way out. And I was like, and I went all the way, how far? Over, yep. And I went obviously to this block and it said 33. Or this block and it said 33. It was 33 long. Yeah, there we go. And so I was like, okay, we'll move it one in and then put it there. And then we have the 32 block range. All the way to the edge of our mob farm. So our mob farm is not affected by it. It goes right to this line. But that does mean mobs can spawn in here. But as you can see, I have F7 pressed, which means all of these X's are places where mobs could potentially spawn if the light level was proper for them. But over here, there are none, except for the things under glass, which I don't have to worry about because, well, there's glass on top. So we don't have to worry about that. But if you pay attention, look, I just put some snow down. I could have done the snow for the rest of it, and I might even do so anyway because it's kind of cool, and as long as I do so properly and never mess with the water won't dismantle it. It won't get rid of it. But just over here for now, I've put snow on every X that showed up. So now nothing can spawn there because there's snow there. I'm pretty sure snow stops spawns. If it doesn't, I can easily just go and do some chiseled snow right on top, and then it'll work the same. Also, somebody else mentioned, I see that Frostbite turned back white by the end of the episode. He did. I don't know what's up with that, but he did. He was brown for a second. I don't know why, but he... Look at me, talking about white and brown. Getting a little sketchy there in your conversation. But anyway, doesn't matter. So, you guys know what I'm talking about. Dragons. Man, dragons. All about the dragons. This guy, Endor, I have no idea how he skipped over the fence. But he totally did. I think he was trying to get to his mama here in Frostbite. And it was kind of a deal. Now, this guy right here, Frostbite is getting at, and I think it's because of the water. Because when he's on here, in certain cases, he will, like, fall off. And for a second, he'll fly. So if he stays, you know, in the air for long enough, he'll start flapping his wings right in place. And then he'll be like, you know what? I feel like going over the fence all the way down here. And it's kind of a problem. So I tried to bar off the water a bunch. Like right here, he would just go down. And then he would land like right here. And he wouldn't be able to get into the water or whatever. I don't know. I think it's pretty well protected. Over here was a big thing because there was a lot of water right here on this corner and he would fall right off. And I think this is the big time. Anytime he went into this water, he would fall off. He would start flapping right here. And then he would easily just fly right over the fence. I think that's when he goes, but I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, thank you to all of those guys. And also, one more thing that Matt L suggested. If you didn't want to use the Magnum Torch, RF Tools actually has the, I don't know why I typed in RF Tools, the environmental controller with, there should be one in here somewhere. Feather falling, flight, woo, flight, woohoo. Peaceful, here we go. So you could do this, and I believe, I don't know how exactly it works. I haven't actually messed with it because we don't need to. The lantern is just fine for us. But if you wanted to use this instead for a customizable range, I believe you can literally tell it how many blocks to affect. I think. I could be wrong, but I think. So, you know, I could probably have it... Come on, finish sleeping. Also, my sword wants me to feast on their blood. It's pretty cool. Why is it cool? I don't know. The dragon is totally getting bigger. And look at you. If I push you off, will you fly back to your home? Yeah! No! Where are you going, man? Oh, you want to... No! Oh, that was so close. You were so close to falling off the edge, man. Holy crap. I can't pick him up, though. I have to wait till he fully grows, put a saddle on him, and fly him over here. Because if I pick him up, he's going to lose his name. Which I kind of messed up with the first dragon. That's why he's not fully grown and he is. Because I hatched another one. Another ender dragon here. And named him again. Because the first ender dragon, the one that I did the second time, along with this guy, I put the saddle on him before I named him like a derp. And so I had to redo it again. It's kind of a thing. Sorry. Say sorry to your brothers. Will you, please? Okay. Because everybody knows dragons can breach the whole life and death barrier. You know, they can talk to his friends, no problem. Anyway, so, yeah, there's just a whole bunch of stuff that I was messing with. If you didn't want to use the lantern, if you didn't want to use the mega torch, which is the exact same thing as the magnum torch, just name something else, then you can also look into the environmental controller. It does a lot of really, really cool things. How did you even get here? What is wrong with you? I have an interesting idea. You see, if we take a good hard look at this guy, we don't need it anymore. For one, we have enough mob drops to get through. Now, skeleton skulls, okay, we could use that. But if we take a look at all the crops that we're trying to get, like the wither skeleton skulls, you can grow them with wither skeleton essence. Zombie essence, spider essence, skeleton, regular skeleton essence, they're all a thing. And I've gone through and evaluated every single one of these things that are here. I don't think we need any of them anymore. You can make bones, which I get bone meal anyway, so regular bones, what do you even use those for? To make your dragon sit? I don't think I need more than 32 stacks of bones to do that. Other than that, I have no idea. Potatoes, I can grow those, no problem. Arrows, I don't need. String, I have a chicken for. This stuff I can grow in a crop. This thing I can grow. These are actually crafted from these, which I can grow, like I already said, so we're good. These I can't get, but they're not used much. Necrotic, yeah, these. What uses do you have? It's a necrotic modifier for Tinker's Construct. That's it. So we don't need it. I'm not going to use the necrotic modifier, ever. It's not a thing. These I can't get either, but I feel like 24 stacks of them is going to be fine. I don't need any more of those because those also aren't used for too much. Cursed Lasso and to make Cursed Earth. And if I need more than 24 stacks of Drops of Evil, something is very, very wrong with me. And chest, this is just wood, redstone, not a problem. Spider eyes, we have the spider essence. Zombie flesh, we have the essence. So we don't need this anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert it into something else we do need. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. I know, dude, you're interesting and you have a custom hit sound or whatever. It's actually kind of aggravating. Anyway, so what I wanted to do instead is actually convert this guy a little bit over into something that will help us get those plants. And those are mob chunks, right? So if we go ahead and get, say, zombie chunks, we can cook these guys. Usage, no. There's a way, oh, here we go. You can smelt any chunk to get an equivalent tier 1 mob, or an equivalent tier mob chunk. For example, skeletons are tier 2. Skeletons are tier 3. And we can go, oh, go back to this. You can go to do this. You can smelt this to get a tier 3 mob chunk. So it doesn't matter what mob chunks we get. We can make everything from them. And these guys right here are used to make the seeds. So we need them. We need these guys in order to fill these crop plops up, in order to get all the things like these guys. And, you know, so I want to try something. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try it. So we're going to sit close enough to let all these guys die. first and foremost. Go ahead, suck up everything. I think we're close enough now to everything, so if I break into this, it's not going to cause any problems. I didn't know that was going to insta-break. Do this. Thank you. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, I didn't... Crapo. Wait, let's not be stupid. Let's go ahead and put everything back. So we're not going to be a dummy about it. I need to get something first. I think I just need regular old planks. Bloodwood. Regular old bloodwood plankage. And that does mean we can tear out all of the... Well, I don't want to tear out the item sorting yet. I'm hungry! Feed me! Murder! Death! Kill! Yeah, it's a thing. Anyway, so are we close enough now? Good. Wait. Okay. Still not coming down? That's good. It's good. I'm glad you're not. Okay. So, if we take these guys out and replace it with some blockage, these guys are like... Oh, those are slabs. Interesting. I was not aware. Oh, that's right. Oh, wow. Hello, fans. You're so strong. The brown hardened clay. I forgot that we used this. Don't go too far. Oh, don't go too far. Don't go. No, don't go. No, I'm trying to. Oh. You're irritating me. Can I place it from here? Mechanical user. Yes! It worked, sort of. So now, if I need a regular click, right? So I don't want that. I want a left click. Generic click, and I'm going to put my sword in here. And we're going to box this guy up. Whoa, don't do that. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Nope, bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay. Blink. And I don't think this guy needs anything. Now, we got to look at our grid power. We're going to have to extend our grid power situation here soon. But I think this guy should be working now. So if we let some mobs come down, is he going to be clicking on them and attacking? He's not attacking. Oh, not random slot. Upper left slot only. Why aren't you working? Oh, wait. There's an attack, isn't there? No. Use on entity. Use item? No. There's an entity one, isn't there? There we go. Yeah! Do it! So what I want to see... Because eventually, I mean, they're all going to be pushed into the middle. So it doesn't matter who it is. They're eventually going to be dead. Everybody's going to die. It's going to take a little while because of, you know, things. Right? But it's not like we're going to get overloaded because there is a mob cap. So we're just going to hit the mob cap real quick, and this guy's going to slowly kill them. It's going to slowly populate, and the new mobs that are there are going to help push them all into the center. So we're not going to have to worry about, you know, oh, this guy is surviving, blah-de-dee-blah, blah, blah, blah. But now we're good. This is the question. Are the creepers going to blow up on it? I am so glad they're not. Because that charged creeper right there would really not be very good. Now, the other question is my unbreakable sword going to start breaking while it's in here? I hope this answer is no. It is not. Perfect. Oh, I'm collecting items. Don't stop. Stop collecting the items. I don't want them. But the question is now, are we getting... Because I can remake my sword. That I'm not worried about. Are we getting mob chunks? This be the question. So if we go to chunk. Oh. We already got an... what? Seriously? We got an experience chunk already? Or did I already have that? Is this not working? I feel like I should have gotten at least one mob chunk by now. You should be going into the system. I hope. I'm going to let it run for a little bit longer. I'm going to let it run for a little bit longer just to make sure, just to see if we are getting mob chunks. And if we aren't, then so be it. I can do it manually until we have enough to fill up our entire crop plots and no longer ever need them again. But I just don't want to. I'd rather it be done automatically. This is modded, man. You should be able to do that. But so far, doesn't look like we're having any luck. Here we go. Check it out. Look, okay, first of all, the spiral idea, if you don't remember, initially we had these going straight out and connecting. So top to bottom was basically a straight vertical line, even though the arches were there or whatever. Well, the spiral portion of this was mentioned by Centauri Gaming on episode 35. In case you wanted to go, I don't know. It sounds like he might be a gaming channel. I haven't checked him out or anything, but hey, it is what it is. But anyway, so yeah, that was suggested by him. So thank you for that, because I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, it's a nifty little thing. It does look weird because it's all blocks and stuff. And yes, I could do some chisels and bits stuff. But again, like I mentioned, if I do any chisels and bits things, it's not going to be very much. We're only going to do a very small portion of chisels and bits just because it'll throw everything off if I don't. And I'm not going to chisels and bits every part of my base. It's just not going to happen, guys. I'm sorry, but it's not going to happen. And the leaves were mentioned by Cable D. Guy's always in the comments. It looks really, really awesome. He was right. He's like, it definitely needs some leaves, man. But, you know. And I agree with him. It's pretty good. I like it a bit. I think you were talking about something else, Cable. Like you said something about fleshing out the parts around the lights, which I kind of did, but I extended it a little bit. So it looks more like the tree is overgrowing from the middle, which I think is a very interesting concept. Like the leaves are a kind of vine instead of, you know, leaves like they would be in the traditional sense of trees. At least trees of Minecraft anyway. But I really like this. I think it's really cool. I've had this idea in my head for a little while, and I wanted to get it done, but I wasn't sure exactly when or how. Also, my mouse is, like, kind of fritzing out a little bit. It's freaking me out, man. I cannot afford a new mouse. But if I go across like this, sometimes it'll just jump. Like, I'm going at the same speed the entire time, and it'll just kind of make jumps and like, super speed in certain directions, and it's really, really, really weird. I hate that. I can't stand it. I don't know if it's something with the software or if it's something else. It seems to come and go. And this guy right here, we have so many people over here. It is absolutely ridiculous. This guy is still going. Said turn off. Jeez. So that's a thing. I got another wither skeleton skull. Go figure. How to use your dirt chest now in 1000. So we have a lot of mobs here. But there is a problem. I forgot completely that we have to use this solium dagger in here in order to get mob chunks. So we got to do this. Go bloop, like this. Now, it's not going to happen very quick, okay? There's just so many mobs in here that it's ridiculous. Now, I want to stay close enough so you do actually see some of them die like this. And that way we have a chance of seeing the mob chunks actually show up. But that just means we get to hold on to our little dagger here. But what I want to do is, obviously, since these guys have a durability on them, like this guy's going to go down pretty quick. Look at that. I don't even know if you can enchant these guys. I should probably look into that. But really, eventually, we're not going to need any more anyway. So what I've done is I've actually created... oh, I got to go over here first. I love that. That's really cool. Thank you for the suggestion, guys. Seriously, I don't know if I said thank you or not, but I really, really do appreciate it. That looks awesome. So we have this solium thing here. Oh, the mouse skips are real, man. Holy crap. Go away. Fix yourself, mouse. You've done it before. I didn't look down. Oh, my goodness. This is just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Solium, you. And then you. And I didn't have that bottom thing. What are you? Mystical tool. Oh, no. Why prosperity shards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's make 8 of them. That's terrible. I mean, we have a bunch of them, but still. Jeez, man. Apparently, I can only make 12. What? Oh, that's right. It has to be in the left slot. If you do it in the middle, it won't work. Do. Okay, and then you guys can go away for now. And then we're... Oh, my... Holy crap. All the mouse skips. Stop it now. Stop it. Just don't do that anymore. Holy crap. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put this in here. We're going to go back to random. No. Yeah. Random slot. Upper left slot. No. Yeah, so now it's going to do random, which eventually the swords are going to run out. Like, this guy will run out before the rest of them and blah, 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 blah. So it's kind of a thing. I can't really help that too much. Every now and then he's going to do a regular punch, and it might be the shot that actually kills a mob, but the chances of that are pretty slim, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. I mean, even if... you know, there's only one sword in there and it's still in random slot, it's still going to be a bigger chance to kill him because the sword does more damage. than a punch does. So a punch is just going to be like, pow, half heart. But then the sword's like, bam, 4 or 5 hearts or something. So it should be fine. We should be okay. But hopefully we have some chunks. Yeah! Look at that! 8 zombie chunks already. 2 creeper. Yeah, man, we're going to be just fine. We're going to be just fine. I think we. Oh my god, all the mouse skips. Holy crap. Let's take a look at that again, because that was ridiculous. It's really cool. I think we even have a wither skeleton one already. A tier 5. Only 10%. You're craftable? Oh yeah, they're all craftable technically. But you have to have a chunk to make a chunk, so it's kind of a thing. But yeah, so now we're going to get a whole bunch of these guys, and we should be able to do some really cool things with this as soon as these guys are done. It's going to be awesome, guys. It's going to be really cool. Thank goodness it was not the mouse. It was just the software I have running for the mouse. I have a Razer Naga, one of the ones with like 12 buttons on the side. Yeah, it has its own software. And after I closed out that software, it was fine. But as you can see here, I have a cooked pork chop. What in the world am I going to do with a cooked pork chop other than eat it? Yeah, we're not eating it. We're going to do something else. The other thing we're going to do is if we go to Essence, and we say, hey, how do I make the intermediate, how do I make any of these essences? We need the infusion crystal. Or the master infusion crystal with unlimited uses. And it can do all of them. It's perfect. How do we make this master unlimited everything? Supreme essence? Oh, you mean those things that I got from the Ender Dragon and all the withers that I killed? Yeah. Oh, another star. Huh. I don't think I have one now, but I think I can go get one pretty quick. An epic bacon. I already have one of these. Epic bacon. Oh, just a bunch of dye that I already have and cooked pork chop? No problem. 1, 2, because they don't stack. They do stack. 3. Perfect. Now, the question is, let's do infusion, so we can go ahead and look it up directly. Do we have another star? I do not. But I do have 62 uses left on my infusion crystal. So let's go kill a wither real quick. Soul sand, 1, 2, 3, 4. And a wither skull, like so. 1, 2, 3. This is actually really kind of simple for me. So what I've actually started doing, since inside of this is actually kind of a little bit of a mob farm, I just kind of put a torch in after I'm done using it so that nothing spawns. So we end up losing a torch. I mean, I could break it to get it back, but whatever. It's not really that big of a deal. So up top, you notice the bar is already full, but if we look at him, we see his health bar kind of slowly increase there. And now I have infinite. Infinite with this. So I can literally just hold down the button, take his health away slowly but surely. And over time, obviously, as you can see, his health goes down. Now, he's not destroying anything because, well, it's wither-proof everything inside of that daggone place. Sooner or later, he goes down, and then he becomes immune. And I eat when I need to just by holding down the button. He becomes immune to these guys. So then I go near him. He sees me. Come, whoa! Oh, man. He's supposed to see me and come closer. There we go. He's supposed to do that on his own. Usually they do. And I can just kind of you know, with my with my unbreakable sword, and kerblammy, we get all of the everything. And usually I have my item dislocator on, so we don't have to actually go in and pick everything up, and it's just pretty much that easy. And then we have a lot of these wither crumbs, the crumb stars, I'm sorry. So it's pretty interesting. Yes, master. So you didn't even have to, like, it didn't even use the infusion stone. I only had one of those, but now we have the master. So actually, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of this guy. Since this guy can do everything and it's unbreakable, I don't want it to ever, like if I shift click the recipes over here, I don't ever want it to try to use it. I guess I could just use it until it's dead though, huh? That would be dumb just to get rid of it. Like, that's not dumb. It doesn't really matter. We don't need it or anything, but you get what I'm saying. So now, the first crop, I want to go ahead and try to get a seed now. But with the seed that I want to try to get is actually the wither skull seed, or wither skeleton seeds. Can we get these? Recipe's not too bad. Well, no duh. Come on now. There we go. See, we already have some wither skeleton chunks. And we have supreme essence. So I need to make... I don't have any of those seeds. So I need to get some of these. I don't have enough supreme essence. So I need to make some. One more for now. I just want enough at the moment. So if I do this Yeah, there we go. So now tier 4 crafting seed. Put you away. We go here, make a tier 5 crafting seed. There we go. And then we can go here and do this. Perfect. We now have a wither skeleton seed. Now, it's not a huge amount. It's nothing major. And this guy's going to go all the way down at the end. Also, I feel like closing out my mouse software, I have a lot smoother frames. I think that stuff is actually pretty resource intensive. I don't even know what I need it for. I think some of my mouse macros use it. Well, obviously they use it. But really, I don't need those. I might close out the Razer Synapse stuff every single time I, restart my computer. Just be like, oh, you loaded? No. Or somehow blacklist it from loading in the first place. Just never use the software. Just use the mouse, because I kind of like it better. It seems like everything's so much smoother. Like, that stuff was somehow taking up so many resources. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, so now that we have that seed that is now planted, I mean, we can take a look at some of these other seeds, actually. Because we have all of the ones we need, right? Where's the first one? First one, I guess, is zombie. Here we go. Zombie seed, pig seed, chicken seed, cow seed, sheep seed. So we have, like, every single seed you can imagine as far as all of the blaze, ghast, enderman, wither skeleton, the one we just did. And then it goes into aluminum. So we have all of the mobs that we need. And we're going to be fine. We're going to be good with that. We don't even need the mob farm anymore. Let's take a look at our chunks. I just used, 4 of the wither skeleton mob chunks, right? So if we go back to chunk, we now have 10. 45 experience chunks, 34 zombie chunks. So we're good, basically, is what I'm trying to tell you. We're good on the chunks. I can make whatever I need. And if we go back over here, let's turn this off because we're going to start getting some stuff. I don't want to. If we go into this guy, yeah, our swords it's almost broken, but we're doing okay. I mean, they'll be fine. So that's a dealio. I'm just going to let it go till all of them break. We're going to see where we're at with the chunks. I'm probably going to find a way to turn off the farm, even if I have to go in and just lay down some glowstone or something, just in the meantime, because I think that will actually help our FPS as well without those entities loading. I think it'll work out pretty well, but it is what it is. I mean, pretty soon we won't need a mob farm, which is kind of weird, but it is modded, so I guess weird is expected. Anyway, that's about all the time I have for this episode, though. If you did like it, don't let that like button get lonely, and subscribe to see more. And check out the Patreon and donation links down below. Thank you for watching. Do what you do, and I will see you next time. Peace out, peeps.